You know what it is. Seattle Connected, the show that connects you. Who? You. With entrepreneurs, business people, movers and shakers in our community, letting you know who they are first before they become household names, which we know they soon will be. Today's guest is an amazing guest who always makes sure that she stays dipped in the latest fashion. She knows how to coordinate. You got to coordinate. Remember that from Boomerang? She's always on top of her game, and she's making sure that you look your best, because when you feel good, you look good. Please welcome the queen of staying fly, Miss Georgine. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How was the intro?
Oh, it was pretty fire.
Okay. All right. I had to make sure.
Yeah, I like sound a little elite. Like,
yeah, you are.
Okay, great.
Man, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
I like the fit.
Thank you.
Man, jeez.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. You've been out here, making your rounds, and you're very approachable.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yes.
Some people aren't.
This is true, and this is why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
You're very approachable.
Thank you.
And it's always funny, we always talk about how small Seattle is, or I guess anywhere that you've grown up.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I hadn't met you yet, but I probably know about 30 of the same people that you know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, see, I was just that small, too.
Right,
yeah.
Right. So then when I was able to connect with... why am I drawing a blank? Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle Lang.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Michelle Lang.
Yep.
The scene in South Park. Go ahead and check it out. Get some coffee. Mm-hmm. Connect with her, and then be able to work with your beautiful songbird,
Alana.
And then I had an interview with your girl. You know what I'm talking about? When we were talking about lupus.
My sister Koopy.
Yes.
Well, Kawana. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Kawana, right. And so she was talking about some of the people that she knows, and she was talking about the church she goes to, and that's like 2 blocks away from where I lived.
Okay.
Right there off Jackson. And I was like, man, we're just talking. So, everybody who knows you had nothing but good things to say. So.
Oh, that's great. I'm definitely honored to hear that, for sure. Thank you.
So what's up, Miss Style by Fitted?
Man, nothing much. Just living. Right now, I am doing a lot of, not a lot, but styling has calmed down a little bit because I'm helping to water my daughter's gift in this season, and which has taken off for her. And so I am still doing some styling. I did find, like, within probably like the last year or so, that styling looked more different than just placing clothes on people. My career had branched out to actually teaching classes. And so that's an avenue that I've learned to like. Those people that know me know that I don't like to talk in front of people. I'm not like an Instagram live, Facebook live type chick. But I have definitely found that in my dislike for speaking, like public speaking, that when I am speaking about something that's passionate to me, that it calms me down and it eases my nerves. And so when I started my business, I did not know that would be kind of like where this would journey me to. Actually teaching classes and giving individuals the tools that they need to be able to access their own personal style. So I just been trying to see what life has to offer. That's about it.
That's a never-ending quest.
Oh, yeah. And it changes quite often. And I'm here for the ride, for sure.
I was thinking the other day, I heard something a long time ago. It said, we would all love to feel like we were younger, but you wouldn't want to have the brain that you had when you were younger.
Oh, no, sir.
No, you
I'm
good.
Okay.
I know why. Listen, if I had the brain that I have now, I had the brain that I have now.
For sure.
We'll talk later. But
I
I'm
understand.
glad, because through life, you go through things that kind of shape who you are.
Indeed.
And I think it's important to share those things with the next generation.
Absolutely.
There's so many things that I went through I would never want my kids to go through.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Learning lessons.
Yeah. So it's all about growth.
Yeah.
Miss Georgine, when did you develop this passion for fashion?
Well, I honestly can say is I remember being a little girl always infatuated with dressing up.
Yes.
And my parents giving me the freedom to dress my own self. I know that some of us, we see kids that are out and they like have on tutus with rain boots and puffer jackets with flip-flops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my mom always told me that once she started seeing like she knows how to put things together at an early age, like I just had it. My parents are very fashionable. My grandmother was a seamstress, so she sewed a lot of clothes for her kids and then her grandkids. And then my great grandmother, her mother was absolutely a fashion icon to me. And so I just kind of like had it. I just kind of like had the eye and had the juice, if you will, to be able to create, you know, kind of like, what's the word I want to say? Like creating images in my head of what clothes would look like and colors and patterns and shapes.
Right.
From a very young age.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that kind of like followed me through life.
Yeah.
Yeah. With my friends, always, you know, looking to me for like advice. And I just have always kind of like, that's just been my thing. It's been my jam. And then I decided to finally take a leap into doing it professionally, which was scary, but I did it and I'm here.
Yeah. So I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you ever find yourself in public kind of secretly critiquing what someone's wearing?
I do. And it's,
oh boy,
sometimes it can be annoying.
Yeah.
But I do. Not, yes, in public and then even in pictures that I see. And, you know, by all means, like, people have their own sense of style, but there are definitely do's and don'ts to fashion. So when I see that, I'm like, oh no, I wish somebody would have told her that, you know, she probably shouldn't have done that, or told him that he probably shouldn't have done that. I personally have fashion pet peeves, right? So when I see those things, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. No.
Lord have mercy. No, that wasn't right. So yeah, I do that. That is definitely in me.
And knowing your spirit and the kind of person you are, I know it's not coming from a place of judgment. No. You're kind of looking at it like, okay, I like that, but this could have enhanced the look even better. Yeah. Or she has this kind of figure, it would have been perfect if she added this.
Absolutely.
And that. So
yeah, so it's not from a place of shade.
No.
It's just, so ultimately being in the fashion business and being a, you know, personal stylist, there's two key things that you have to kind of hold within. One of them is to be a people person, right? The other is to be just a person that likes to help.
Yeah.
And so that's the place that it comes from. It's like, oh God, I wish I could have like been at the house when she got dressed. Like, so it definitely comes from that place. No negativity, no shade, for sure.
Yes. Now, styling all the people you have you ever gotten into any heated arguments, or have you ever had to lay hands on anyone? Or
so it has never gotten physical. However, when I get a client and we go through the consultation, I make it very clear that they came to me for a specific reason. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't know how to dress, right? Like, it doesn't mean that, because some of my clients are just too busy to create fashionable looks for themselves. But I do say up front, if you came to me, that is because in some way, form, or fashion, you felt you could trust me. Yeah. So my job as a stylist is to help you do some stuff that's not comfortable, but you got to trust me enough to do that.
Yeah, let me do my job.
Right. So I establish kind of like that up front with my clients, so they are aware, okay, you know, she's going to send me 5 red dresses because I needed 5 red dresses, but the last dress might be like red dress, but like with some stripes in it. That's my pushing. Like, I know it's a little different, but you know, so I don't ever want to take my people out of being comfortable, because everybody has their own sense of style. I'm just here to help push you a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I ain't never had to I ain't never had to throw no blows.
I hope not.
At anyone. However, I have had to get stern. Like, listen.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do. Trust me. I can see it. That's the thing about me, is I'm a visionary.
Yes.
So I can see it. And most times people can't see it. Even when I lay it out, they still can't see it. But once it gets on their body, it's a whole different story. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, I'm just here to push my folks. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Step out their comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Would you ever let someone style you?
Well, shoot, yeah.
Okay.
The stylist needs a stylist sometimes.
Well, I don't know, because sometimes you'll have a chef who won't let anyone else cook for them.
That's
or
for sure.
Or you'll have someone who's like, I won't let anybody clean my house. I didn't know if you were like...
that is a thing. Yes, I definitely. So like, there are times where I could get dressed and I don't, me being a stylist, I'm not feeling it. Yeah. So I got to get another set of eyes to look and to tweak. Or sometimes that may be my daughters.
Yeah.
I might put something on and be like, guys.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, like, help your mom out. What are you feeling? Do you think it looks good? So I do look to others for assistance. And sometimes I just don't have the space. There's there's not enough time in the day for like styling myself sometimes for an event or whatever, because the days run so short. So I have looked for other people to help me out. Yeah. That I trust.
That you trust. Yes. Trust is
for sure.
That is huge.
Oh yeah. Not just any old body. No.
You can ruin a friendship that way, man.
Yeah. No.
Have you out there looking all crazy.
Right. For sure. So yeah, no, so there I do have my people that I reach out to for a second set of eyes to offer me some assistance. Yeah.
Now, earlier you mentioned about speaking in front of groups, and how was the first time that you had to speak in front of like a pretty large group?
Oh my goodness.
I know you weren't scared.
I was.
Yeah.
I was. A friend of mine was helping me prep for this class I did. I'm not sure if it was my first styling class, but it was for an insurance firm. They have a local branch here, but they wanted me to teach a class to their whole West Coast staff.
Oh, wow.
So I went to their building locally, and there was like maybe 20-30 people there, but then I was actually being live streamed for people in Utah, California, Nevada, like all these. So I was so panicked, and he had to help, like, Georgina, you got this, like, don't even worry about it. And luckily that day of that event was my dad's birthday. Okay. And he was like, I want to come. So he was kind of like my behind the scenes cameraman. That's what's and just him being in that space with me, offered me a level of calmness. And so I think I did great. Yeah. They said they wanted me back, so I guess that's a good sign. I guess I did all right. Yeah. They wanted you back. If they didn't, they probably would have just been like, thanks. Yeah. And that would have been it. Well, and I think ideally no matter how confident you are in your gift and your skill, there are points where you get nervous when it's time, when it's go time. Yeah. And so I think that's just a part of being human. And I think a lot of time that shows that you care. Yeah, absolutely. Because in my business, in my life, with my children, I always really, as much as I can, try to operate in what is called the spirit of excellence, because I do recognize that the gift that's in me is, everybody doesn't have that, and this is a God-given thing, and so I want to always be able to represent that gift to the highest level that I can. And so yeah, I don't take it lightly, like even sitting here with you, an opportunity to share a gift that God has given me and what he's been able to do with this gift since I just said, all right, I'm going to pull the trigger and create this business. So, yeah. Yep. Got me a little emotional just hearing that. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And everything kind of works together. It does. It does. The steps that you took last year is going to help you in your path this year. For sure. So. Yeah.
Miss Georgine, how would you describe Style by Fitted?
Oh my gosh. Well, I like to share a story about Style by Fitted
Go ahead.
and how it was created. So when I was in high school, I went to Franklin, which back then was known as the fashion high school, right, in the 90s. And that in Garfield. And I was and still am a very much so a sneakerhead. So I don't know if you remember back then. I actually don't know how old you are, but I might be dating myself.
We're about this. We're about the same age.
All right, good.
Yeah, maybe like a year apart.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So back then they would do sneaker drops, but they would be in the morning, but you'd have to go to Nike Town to get your sneakers, right?
I worked there.
So my parents sometimes would let me leave school to go get whatever Jordan was being released. Sometimes they wouldn't, and sometimes I have to rush home to grab that phone before it called snitched on us, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So when I was in high school, people will always say to me, "You stay so fitted. Oh my God, you're always so fitted." And then I would, like I said, like my cousins would want me to dress them for like different tolos and homecomings. And you remember back then the biggest rivalry, which I was just telling my daughters, is so crazy how the times change, was Garfield and Franklin.
Yep.
And now that's really not a thing. It's like Garfield and Rainier Beach or something, or Garfield and O'Day, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, like we'd get dressed for those games. Purple and White Dance, Quaker Day, like I would make sure like I was like on top of my stuff, or like my friends, like we had what we needed. And so that name Fitted just stuck with me. So when I thought about creating the business, and I was like, what should I call this? And I think, I can't remember if somebody said it to me or if it was just a thought in my head. Like, people used to always say you're fitted. Even as an adult, they would always say, "Oh my God, you stay so, you dress so nice," or "You're always fitted." And so that name kind of stuck with me. And so that's where Style by Fitted came from.
Yeah.
And I eat my necklace that says Fitted on it.
You just wanted to show out. We always gotta be doing the most. But that's where that's the history of that. It started long ago. Yeah. Now I remember those days because I lived in the Central District. I went to Nathan Hill. Okay. And I remember that Garfield and Franklin rivalry. It was almost like the Bayou Classic in Louisiana with Grambling and Southern. Yeah. Serious. So it was like that. Serious. Where we would sometimes not make it to school that day, just missed the bus, I don't know, but we would go there expecting, it's gonna be, and everyone wants to look their best, and everyone it was very intense, but in a dope way, it kind of brought the community together.
It really did. And I was telling my daughters recently, man, I had a blast in high school.
Oh yeah.
With all the games, and there wasn't a lot of drama and stuff like that, and then just the excitement of, oh my gosh, I gotta get me a fit to go to this.
Get ready for this.
Matt
and friends and the picture days and the group.
And there was like twin tolos and stuff like that. And me and my best friend, shout out to you, Heather. We used to always try to come through dipped at these.
You had to. That was an event itself. It was getting ready, talking in the morning. What are you wearing? I'm about to, hard to see you at school. That was the best.
What a time to be alive.
Yes. I'm glad you're still here to tell the story.
Yes, absolutely.
Pass on the knowledge and the game. I like those earrings too.
Thank you.
Those are fire. So, Miss Style by Fitted, Georgine, what do you have on your plate for the next couple of weeks, months? Are you just doing what you do, or let the people at home know?
So right now I am working with 2 clients. I have like 2 photo shoots coming up in May, just individual, like a client of mine that's graduating, another client like has to do some headshots. I'm really working on, because this year celebrates 5 years of me being in business. And I am working on doing a give back. And I'm just kind of getting things lined up, but that give back will look like me styling 2 deserving teens in the community for their prom. for free. And not only styling them for free, but giving them the access to free resources like makeup, hair, nails, and then giving them a stipend to be able to shop for things like shoes, this, that, and other. So the goal is to allow two senior high school students that, you know, may have come from maybe some sort of disadvantage or whatever the case may be able to bless them so they don't have to worry about what to wear, because that's a lot, dealing with prom and trying to coordinate with your date and figuring out colors and finding a dress. My oldest daughter will be a senior next year, and I told her we starting in January of next year.
Yes. We
probably gonna go to LA. Like, we're gonna because I don't want to deal with the stress of that. Yeah, the last minute. Yeah, and she's pretty free with letting me dress her even at 17. Okay. She trusts my opinion. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I've also thought about this year creating a marketplace for fashion designers to be able to showcase their work. Yeah. Whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, dresses, accessories, or whatever, just allowing a space for Black entrepreneurs to come together to sell and show their creativity to, everyone here in Washington. So that's kind of what I have going on. I do love teens. So I am wanting to teach another teen class. I did one last year. And so I am probably going to teach another. This one will probably be leaning more towards clothing etiquette. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, but a lot of, with the world that we live in now, there's not a lot of teaching about, with our young ladies specifically, about how you show up in different places, what's appropriate to wear to different things. Even job interviews, like you can't go into a job interview with the essentials hoodie on and some distressed jeans. Wearing what you would wear on the couch, folding clothes. And so it has to start now. So when these individuals start maybe going to scholarship interviews for colleges, and even being in college and doing different things where they have to show up professional, just allowing them the knowledge to know how you show up. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't.
Are you taking on new clients?
I'm always taking on new clients.
Well, why don't you let the people at home know how they can reach you, or they can get a hold of you?
Of course.
Come on now. They need you. You're a fashion superhero.
Well, my website is www.styledbyfitted.com. Styledbyfitted.com. I'm on Instagram under Style by Fitted. I'm on Facebook under Fitted Personal Styling Services.
One more time.
Fitted Personal Styling Services on Facebook. And if you just kind of have a question about, my services in general, my email address is styledbyfitted@gmail.com. So, and I'm always available to answer, mild questions. If I think that the questions need some more discussion, then we could talk further about how you book a consultation with me, which is an hour chat, just you and I talking about clothes, likes, dislikes, your personal style, what you envision. And so, hit me up. I'm all over the place, and I'm ready to take on new clients.
Yes. And can you please give any shout outs or anything you want to?
Yes, I would love to shout out my daughters, who always keep me going and inspired and encouraged. Definitely them. And I, like I said in the beginning of the interview, I would not even have this creative juice had it not been for my parents and my grandmother and my great grandmother, who kind of laid the foundation and opened my eyes to endless amounts of style throughout my life. So shout out to them. And definitely, without a doubt, this might sound cliche and a little churchy, but I'm so thankful to God for this creative gift that he's given me, and how I've been able to use this gift to bring confidence to a lot of people who have been scared of clothes and who have been in a place where self-esteem was jeopardized because of clothes. And so I'm very grateful that God has given me the gift to bring out hope and happiness through the way of clothes. And so something that I didn't even think was a thing, but it is. And so I'm thankful definitely to God for hooking a sister up.
That's right. Sometimes you just have to let God just take a hold of the wheel. For sure. And don't try to take the pen. Let him be the one to write your story. I'm weak with the pen. Yeah. So I'd be like, God, you got to help me out here. Yeah, he got you. And then he'll send you to me, because I can, I do a little something with a pen, and I can help you, some words. I do a little something. But I definitely thank you. This has been very inspiring. As far as the work you do, it's more than just putting clothes on someone. It's helping bring out someone's confidence. Right. It's, when you look good, you really do feel good. You do. That's a real thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I definitely thank you for the work you're doing, and I'm glad that you enjoy the work you're doing. I do. And I know I'm going to be getting hit up once people see this, so I will forward them your information so they can be styled by Fitted. And we will keep everyone posted with everything you're doing. And we wish you nothing but
thank you so
more
much.
Success, because you deserve it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And please stay connected.
Yeah, I will.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Georgine. And thank you guys at home for watching. Like I always say, it's important to take care of others, but please make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Until next time, stay connected. Peace.